Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you a very simple trading strategy that allowed me to make $2,700 in just 15 minutes and how all of you can use it too as well in future trading session. So let's get right into it right off the bat. Now, the strategy was used on the SPY. All right, and for those of you who have been wondering how to trade the SPY effectively, how to make some money on the SPY, well, the strategy goes like this. Y'all have heard the concept of supports and resistance, right? So I use that simple concept on the 3 minute time frame on the SPY. Now this is the 3 minute, and on Thursday there was a massive push with the overall market. This was from short sellers being trapped during the closing sessions of Wednesday after the CPI report was put out. Now, if you look at what happened between Thursday and Friday, it didn't open up high or low. It opened up at the same price, but it consolidated in a very simple fashion. For those of y'all who are familiar with what we do here, we trade chart patterns, and this is a different chart patterns than the ones that you've seen in the previous videos when I do these trading recaps. Now, the chart pattern that is on the SPY as it was consolidating is called a megaphone pattern, and it's right here. Y'all know what a megaphone looks like, right? Here is the line of resistance, and here is the line of supports. The reason why this is, I don't call this a bull flag or a bullish rectangle, is because of the angle at which the bottom line is going. All right, now this is a typical megaphone. If you look at pictures of Google on about a megaphone, they look like this, right? They look like this, and then there is the opening here, and there's usually this depiction of a sound going out like this, like somebody is speaking into the megaphone, right? Usually. And then what happens with this megaphone is that there is a run that occurs after the price breaks out of here and moves like that, all right? Which is a similar phenomenon of what's happening here. Now, the move, let me just show you guys my entry and my exits, and then I'm going to explain why I got out and why it makes sense. All right, so this is how I was doing in the morning, and y'all can see the green circle right there. We're gonna go onto the monitor tab, and then we're going to look at the trading details of that specific day. So this was the 14th. At exactly 8:44, I bought 77 contracts at $199 each. So I put in around 14,000 and something, 14,600. And then I waited all the way until like 9 a.m. So 15 minutes afterwards, I ended up selling those 77 contracts. I like to do one entry and one exit. So I sold them for $228. So the difference is exactly 2,700. Now, the reason why I had to get rid of it is, number one, we're going to zoom out and we're going to look at the 4-hour. All right. So the structure was there. The megaphone pattern was there. But one thing that I was concerned about was this level of resistance right at 4.15 and 12 cents, where there are these short sellers here who are still causing, who are still in the way. All right, and they're still preventing the SPY from breaking out of this level. So I was very mindful of that, and I wanted to see exactly how it behaves at that specific point. Usually the megaphone pattern behaves much better than this, but because that line was there, I saw it try to test 4:15, 4 minutes, actually no, 6 minutes after I got in right here, right? It tried to get there, and then there was some sellers forming this wick right here. This is a rejection. All right, it fell down a little bit, and then they tried again to break above 415, and the best it could do is get to 415.09. And as soon as they made that U-turn, I was out of there. As soon as it got right back below 415, I sold all of my contracts and took my money off the table for a quick $2,700. All right, now this is what I mean. I'm going to show you another example of the same exact thing. All right, the same exact structure. I'm going to show y'all another trade that we took on Friday. Now we're going to go to, let me change this thing to the daily, and let's go to Google. All right, we're going to go to Google, and the reason why this specific structure works on Google is because of this. Again, same thing applied. This one is not really a megaphone pattern, right? Like the level of resistance is not like, it's not going like this. The line is not going like this and like that. All right, this one is more like a bullish rectangle, but the concept still applies. Simply waiting for the resistance line up here to break. All right, again, we got the structure, and then we got the consolidation. Let me show y'all the play-by-play in a Discord. That way y'all can see what I mean. All right, so this is what I was seeing on Friday right here. Like initially we were in Google from the day before for a swing to exactly 110, which is right over here. Let me go to the buys and sells. Like initially there's this bullish pennant on Google, which I was trading for a move all the way up here, all the way up to 112 even. All right, and Friday it gapped up, it gapped lower, and there was some volume, some money flowing into the stock. So I expected the move to at least 108.5. It tried its best and it only got to 108 exactly, which is when I got out from that swing trade. But my eyes were still on there for a possibility of a new structure, which I may like for a new day trade. All right, and I even give out a warning right here again at exactly 11 o'clock. If it breaks above 108 near noon, I will consider the after money calls for 421 for a move to the upside. All right, and eventually it was just going, and the structure was there. Again, I like to give out these warnings. That way, if anybody in the Discord would like to trade the 0 DTEs, like the contract that expired on the 14th, to make more money on the move, they can do so. All right, and let's go back to ThinkorSwim. So my entry on this one, my second entry on Google, was right over here, right at 112 when this thing broke out. Let's go back to the Discord over here. All right, again, the same concept of the break of the previous level of resistance. All right, so this is, well, 116. All right, 116 right here. So it broke out, and then I held those calls all the way up beyond 108.81, and I ended up selling everything at 2 p.m. 1 hour before the market closed, which is right in this candle, right when it started to show some weakness. All right, and the cool thing is, like, as soon as it showed weakness, it dropped a little bit and it went sideways right here. So that's pretty much the details of the trade. That's the main concept that I wanted to teach in this video. Some of my members did really well. One of our members was able to make 10x his money, all right, from Google. Again, we were watching that throughout the entire day, and this person decided to choose the 0 DTEs, the contracts that expire on the 14th instead of the 21, in order to make more money on that specific trade. So that's my very honest thoughts on that's the main idea that I wanted to teach for this specific video, and that's the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot. and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. If you have any questions at all, definitely feel free to drop them in the comment section of the video. If you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following me on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma at a Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.